Thank you all very much for coming along here tonight to the Rooty Hill RSL Club in the heart of Western Sydney. We're surrounded by a lot of marginal seats here tonight that will go a long way to deciding the outcome of the election.
The pokies are blazing away downstairs while the punters get stuck into their chicken schnitties. But upstairs in the Waratah room, it's all about politics and elections. Swing voters from right across Sydney have packed into the venue, thinking up questions to throw at the Prime Minister and the opposition leader. Julia Gillard wanted this to be the second election debate, this time with a focus on the economy, but the leaders end up going one after the other. The PM is on stage first.
Now, I'm assuming that from the election campaign, you know a little bit about me, but I just wanted to get to know something about you. So I wanted to start with one question, and that question is, who in the audience has a job? Who's employed?
Julia Gillard gets people to raise their hands if they're working, then if they're paying off a mortgage or renting, and finally, if they could afford it all without a job. Straight away, she makes the focus about employment and the economy and outlines what she stands for this election. Then comes question time.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Janice. I would just like to point out that the Crimes Act 1900 had been amended in 1984 to make it legal for two men to have sexual intercourse together at the age of 18 and for lesbians to have sex at the age of 16. In 2003, the law was amended again, making it legal for men to have sex at the age of 16. And I would like to know when the government is going to step up and allow the gay community to have same-sex marriages.
Thank you for that question, and I understand that the question of gay marriage is going to get different reactions and different views in the community, and I know what I'm going to say now is not going to make you happy, it's going to disappoint you, but I'm just going to say it to you because I want to tell you the truth. We won't be amending the Marriage Act. The Marriage Act will stay the way it is now, so that marriage is defined as between a man and a woman, and I know saying that's not going to please you because you'd like to see something different happen.
Julia Gillard points out what the Labor government has done to remove discrimination from the Marriage Act in recognising same-sex relationships. She also takes plenty of questions on education, health, climate change, bailing out state Labor governments and the demise of Kevin Rudd. And the harder questions seem to come from the lefties in the audience.
When am I going to be allowed to marry the one that I love?
What was their response like?
Exactly what I had expected, which was no. We have no rights in marrying the people that we love. I will not vote for Labor nor Liberal. As
Julia Gillard leaves the stage, she's swarmed by voters and the media. And after a quick bite to eat under the glitzy blue-red rope light Waratah on the ceiling, it's the opposition leader's turn. That's the reaction to Tony Abbott coming down off the stage to speak from the floor. And he stays there.
I do quite a lot of these meetings in my electorate, and I think if that's what I do in my electorate with my own constituents, it's what I should do here at the Rooty Hill RSL. Now, I can't say to you that I have been born and bred in the western suburbs. I haven't. I've spent most of my life on the North Shore and the northern beaches of Sydney.
Tony Abbott speaks about the frustration of mortgages and traffic and of being let down by governments. He expands on his election lines: to end wasteful spending, to pay back Labor's debt, to stop Labor's new taxes, and to stop the boat.
Hello, Mr. Abbott. My name is Vitas, and I'm currently a TAFE student. On the subject of censorship, what are your views on the absence of an R18 rating for video games, and do you have any policies relating to this?
Look, I didn't know there was a problem here. What sort of stuff is available?
Vitas explains the issue and gets an answer.
What happens with video games is not roughly analogous to what happens in other areas. That seems silly. Instinctively, I'm with you, and it's something that I'd be happy to look at were we in government.
Tony Abbott takes questions on broadband policy, asylum seekers, mental health, welfare, and on what a vote for the coalition is worth. He backs up his admission of not being a tech nerd by pronouncing modem.
Until he fully experiences what adult video games can bring, he might change his mind, but hopefully the discussion will continue on and hopefully we'll see something happen.
How do you think Tony Abbott did overall?
Oh, well, like most of the people said, he was very informative. Julia appeared a bit more scripted, and as you can see, people consider him to be the winner.
Who do you think won?
I believe Tony. And hopefully his actions won't make me regret my decision.